Hey there everybody and welcome back to Black Bear Gaming. I'm Bob, back for another episode of Age of Wonders 4. I did notice in my city here that there is something productive this city could be doing. I haven't been paying super close attention to my special province improvements, but I was trying to review some of those here and noticed that it makes a lot of sense for me to build this circle of zealotry right here on top of that quarry. I'm going to end up building a rune carver's camp here and then another quarry out here, and this would be a nice. This would be a nice like +5 gold, just because I'm getting that +5 gold from special province improvements, and also improve draft in that city a little bit, which I would like to do. Plus 2 city stability per adjacent province improvement, which is nice, not like game changing or anything, but still useful. And since it counts as a quarry anyway, I'm not losing a quarry by putting it there. So yeah, just wanted to throw that out there and then carry on. There are some other places that I've kind of looked at that I want to set up quarries and camps eventually. One thing I need to do is clear that layer of silk, which Agatha can probably do on her way back from Slog Slot. One thing I am a little concerned about is Aric Rex is like got a big city right there and could come back and try to free this or recapture it. And I may end up having like an annoying over the mountains battle here. But I feel like if I'm maybe hitting him in enough other places, he won't have time to deal with it. Because if I immediately come back, clear this, and then start pushing through this mountain pass, he might not have any choice but to try to meet me on the field of battle. Or if I go underground and try to mess with this stuff down there, which I don't really know much about what's down there, so I probably need to explore that. But only once I have more powerful units over there, because I'm not going to make the same mistake twice and let him just completely swarm me. I did get an artisan workshop out here, so that's good, a little extra production, and am currently working on the tavern with the market to come after, and I will going to say the mint to come after that. I kind of want to just keep that money train rolling for as long as I can. Okay, and then set production for this city. We're still kind of waiting on, we're still sort of enjoying the extra gold income right now while we wait for that rune carver's camp to turn into a farm. Once that's done, we'll have 4 farms to boost the merchants guild and can blast through that really fast. I think that the extra 27 gold per turn is worth it. Admittedly, did not stop and do the math on all of that, but I am again recording. I think this is the 9th episode of Age of Wonders I've recorded today, so please forgive me if I'm not doing perfect math. Like I said, this is not intended to be an advanced strategy playthrough anymore. This is intended to be basically a speed run of a fun, kind of cheesy mechanic that will shortly be patched out of the game, but that I think deserves to be saved on the internet somewhere. All right, let's move a little closer as long as blue isn't actively invaded. Blue is getting a little far north than I'm comfortable with. I'm gonna try to still deal with these animals down here. I think this is my chance to make a move. So let's see if we can get these guys. I kind of wish I had a scout down here. That would make this a little bit easier. Wonder if it might be worth summoning a golem to just start the battle from a distance. It depends maybe on what happens on the next turn, if enemy armies start showing up in places that make me sad. And these guys have nothing to do. I'm just going to put them all on camp until this siege is ready. Although I don't think that army can camp because they're the one who's actively doing the siege. So, actually none of them can. Alright. Another Zephyr Archer. This guy, I think it's time to start showing the city over here some love. We'll send him that way. And what should we get next? You know what? Maybe it's time for a Tyrant Knight. Yeah, let's get a tier 4 unit on the field here. A few of these guys, I don't need a lot of these guys, but having kind of like one around for each big army is nice. The thing is, they eat up Imperium, and I don't really... See, that's the thing, though. I don't really want to spend a lot of Imperium right now. But I've already spent some production on that first one, so I'm going to let him... I'm going to get one. I'm going to get one. I'd like to have one really strong shock unit around with some of my other armies. They are very good. Just a very powerful, very straightforward cavalry unit. So I will go ahead and spend the Imperium upkeep just to have one of those guys around. I think it's probably worth it. That sector is still claimable, but I don't want it now. I want it eventually, but I don't want it right now. Alright, let's end the turn, provided nobody's got borders that can expand that I'm unaware of. Okay. And we'll see what what Aric Rex has in store for us. I wonder if he'll try to intervene in this. He should be able to see what's going on over here if they're his ally. And what an ally they have been for him. I like that my city-state just sent reinforcements over to me. That's kind of nice. Oh, hey, this is one of my other characters. You know what? You know what? Just for the fun of it, we'll let her in. You guys might see this character in the future, but I'm gonna say add her to the recruitment pool because there's no disadvantage to it. You might see that character in the future at some point for a future series, but for now, we'll just add her to the pool, and maybe she can become a hero if she is set up the way that I think she is. She should actually be a pretty useful one, but we'll have to see. Okay, so you keep going over this way. And we got 4 turns left. We're just gonna have to be patient. As much as I want to run in there and burn the city to the ground now, I am gonna try to vassal it. Just a Zephyr Archer, okay. I got 2 Zephyr Archers on this turn, actually, which is great news. I can move. I'm going to shuffle some units around. Let's move you out of this group and move the Archer in so we can start forming a more powerful stack on this guy. And once these guys evolve, they will also become a much more powerful stack. There are 2 Lost Wizards in that mess now. Okay, well, we'll have to be patient with it. I do have a Light Seeker here. I am going to send one down to this army down here. I've found a couple times. Actually, I'll send the Raven, the Spirit Hawk down there. Oh, wait, hang on. What? Oh, he's only got 32 movement, but he is flying. Okay, I'm going to send him down there to kind of assist that other army. And I guess you can hang out with them for the moment. And can't afford anything from there at this time. Now, Agatha's house has finally grown, and I have enough Imperium to go and attract population. I'm going to select a quarry here, but then I'm going to immediately replace that with the Rune Carver's camp that I just moved. So that will take a couple turns, so I can't go straight into the Merchant's Guild. But, you know what? Actually, I could go straight into the Merchant's Guild. That's probably better. And then I'll just queue up the Rune Carver camp after that. Yeah, I would rather have the Merchant's Guild done earlier. Okay, and then you can go over down here and help reinforce this area, and just keep piling on tier 3 units here until eventually the enemies can't stop everything. I am starting to run out of gold again. It's a little tight. I probably need to slow down on the unit production. I can't actually afford to make anything in this city on this turn. So maybe I need to slow it down on the unit production a little bit. I have produced a very large number of units, and my army is substantially more powerful than it was just a few episodes ago. So I'm pretty happy with where things are at right now. It looks like these guys, yeah, they're gonna... Really, you're gonna summon a horned god now? And druids? Okay. Looks like we gotta get more backup down here. I need them to split up. Every time I make a move towards that city, they push me right back. Let's drop the Wand of Blizzards on you. And give you the Horn of Plenty because you've got that one golem in your army that's kind of a little beat up. Give the Wand of Blizzards to Angel Man instead. They've got good units in this group. I probably could do quite a bit of damage here. I just need to get them to split up once, and then I think I could take that all out. For now, though, they will have to wait. I do have Rally of the Lieges, but I never have enough money. It's alright. Once this problem is taken care of, it will free up so many resources to put towards other causes. You can camp. You can camp. I think you can camp. I don't really need all these notifications every turn. And then I can end my turn. And we will get the Baron's Palace, and I believe that's the last research, and we can move on to Phase 3 of my evil plan. I guess Phase 2 would be getting Artisan Armaments. Phase 3 is something a little different. And Scary Dragon is going to be the place where it all begins, I think. Baron's Palace is done and can complete or get a new tome. Now, this is very important. Phase 3, I would call it. Phase 2 or Phase 1 is just kind of getting your archers set up and your build right. Phase 2, Tome of Armaments or whatever it is, the Artisan Tome that gives you the 30% crit chance. Phase 3, Tome of Supremacy. There's something very important in here that someone in my chat, I think it was Roderick in one of my comments, actually pointed out to me, so thank you to him, or if I got the name wrong, then I apologize to whoever it was. But there's something very important in here. Root of Order. Root of Order, +1 Order Affinity, and a number of other things, but okay, come on, Tooltips, work with me here. Come on, Tooltips, come on, Tooltips, there you go. Here's the big one. Order buff and healing spells grant 2 fortune, okay? That's 20% hit crit chance right there. 2 fortune is 10% per stack. Stacks up to 5 times. So we're already at 50% damage. That's 70 right there before morale penalties or morale boosts are even added. And it stacks. So it's up to 100 if you get 5 stacks. But on top of that, you can also unlock Supreme Magic through this. This makes a... Oops, sorry. Not Supreme Magic. Anthem of Victory. This is a support buff spell that gives +3 strengthened and +15 morale. But if you combine that, and that's to all units in the army, if you combine that with the Root of Order, you give every unit in your army 2 fortune, and then 3 strengthened and 15 morale. That 15 morale is enough to get you very close to high morale for the purpose of doing critical hits. In fact, I think it might be enough to get you 1 level of high morale. I'd have to check the math on that again. But basically, if you combine this Root of Order with Anthem of Victory and something that I already have, which I'll talk about in a second, you can get crazy powerful archers that have at or above 100% crit chance. So what I want to do is select Tome of Supremacy for sure. Really hope this spell pops up. It did not, unfortunately. So I'm probably going to need to refresh this a few times. Because I don't care about this other stuff. The Eagle Riders are good, don't get me wrong, but I'm here for primarily one thing, that really big army-wide spell. And I didn't get what I wanted, so I'm probably going to just, I don't know. I don't really have much of a use for the druids. It's not really, I mean, they're good, but they kind of, I think, pair better with some of the other nature line stuff. I guess restart the cycle is pretty dang good, because that's like a revive. All right, we can research the druids, but I'm going to keep shuffling research until I get that massive AoE, or that massive army-wide buff. In the meantime, though, I have something else that can suffice for it, and that is a spell we picked up a long time ago, Legion of... Sorry, not Legion of Zeal. Tactical spells. Inspiring Chant. This is also an order buff, and it gives 10 morale and 2 strengthened to units in a 2-hex radius, which is still a very large radius. More than enough to get me enough firepower with 2 fortune to reliably land crits. So what we're going to do is get the Seed of Order as soon as we can build it, and I think I'm going to get that right here in Scary Dragon. I don't need this to be a quarry indefinitely, because I'm going to be building more quarries out in this direction as the city borders expand. So I'm going to put the Seed of Order right there. So what we want to do is, sorry, not the Seed of Order, we need the Root of Order. Now, we don't have quite enough to build the Root of Order right now. But fortunately, what we do have is a crap ton of extra items that, oh gosh, Aric Rex is here. Boy. Okay, so he may have a weakness here that I can use. He doesn't have the best army here. Okay, let me not get distracted. I still have things I need to do, so we'll deal with that in a moment. But for now, let's look at hero items and find stuff we can sell. Stuff in storage. Okay, we can sell our ponies. Probably really any mount that isn't a special mount. I don't have anyone using a sword shield, and I don't have anyone using that demoralizing mask. The Ring of Resistance, I have better rings. We could sell that. Giant's Bane I might need in the future. I have a much better Great Axe, so I don't need this. My old God Ear Great Axe, that can be sold. I actually have a second copy of the Dwarven Hammer. I just need to get to 250 gold, I think is what it was. We've got another regular horse here. I don't really need that with a unicorn sitting around, so I think that could go. Actually, the Ring of Concealment. Let's get rid of that. That's not a very useful item. Demoralizing Mask. Melee attackers have 60% chance of getting Despair. That actually is pretty good on the right type of hero. I have an idea for how that might be used in the future, possibly. What else do we have? A decent one-handed melee strike weapon. I don't think I'm going to have somebody who uses a one-handed weapon, so that can probably be sold, but I really only need just a little bit more, so for now, we'll ditch the horse. We don't need the horse. Unless, actually, the horse could be handy for moving units around with very fast movement if I swap things out at the right times. So maybe I want to do something else. Maybe one of those lucky rings. I don't need 2 of those. Okay. So that's good for there. Let's get back over here and get that Root of Order under construction. Because the moment I have that, my archers become much, much more powerful. Alright. Okay, good. They split up a little bit. Still left quite a heck of a lot for me to fight back there, though. Am I being invaded by anyone up here? Okay, no. So the main problem is that, well, it's what's happening up here with Aric Rex. Because it looks like I could go out and do a battle, and I could pull in those other units, and for some reason it's pulling in... Why is it not pulling in that stack? Why, if I attack that, why is it pulling in these guys? Does he have hidden units in there or something? He might. He had hidden units earlier. Does he have... Oh, wait a second. Does he have that rock skin upgrade? Is he the Faithful Tigrants? He's got Earth's rock camouflage. Ah, that's what's going on here. On rocky terrain, his units are hidden. He's actually got more stuff in there that I can't see. That scares me. Okay. Okay, we're going to get this archer into the city. And I'm afraid I once again have to pull my units back from clearing this out. Alright. Aric Rex needs another punch in the gut. I'll be happy to give it to him. Because I cannot pull Agatha's army off that siege right now. This is the one thing that can wait. I may as well stack him or get him back to the city. Alright. That's it for this turn. I think I'm gonna end that, and the Tyrant Knight will be done on the next turn, so that's nice. I'll have my first tier 4. And I think that's it. I don't think any cities can grow. Everyone is good. I know Agatha's city can't grow, so we'll end the turn here and see what this guy does. He may try to launch a siege on the city, but I'm not sure. He might also just be happy to sit out there and pillage stuff and be a general pain in the butt. Which is kind of what he has been for most of the game. I should be getting one of my Whispering Stones back before long, which will be useful once I've captured that other city. Do you not have anyone else to go fight, dude? There are other computers out there with a lot more units than me. Actually, I don't know that for sure. I have a pretty big army now. Okay, there's still 2 turns left for that siege. We just got to keep the pressure on. He has maybe made a mistake here. This seems like a poor unit order. Now, I don't know if he's maybe got stuff hidden that I can't see, and that's what scares me. So I have to be really careful about this, because I can't afford to lose another army, especially with backup so close. In fact, maybe I shouldn't even take the risk at all. Because I have so many units back here that can come help. It may be worth sending one unit out, doing the... Because I got the bird, right? So I could send the bird out, do just one... Is this guy not on a bird? Yeah, he is. Okay. So he's on a bird. Let's use the scout for this. I just want to see exactly how many units he has in that army. Why are you not on a bird? You're very clearly supposed to be on a bird. What is this game doing? Okay, anyway. So now I can see all the hidden units that he's got in there. So it's quite a tougher battle than what it appears on the surface. I still think I would do okay, but I am not going... And I've got the nature boost thing. But it's just not enough force. I need the bigger group of tier 3 units in there. And I really would love to know why that guy's not on his bird. That doesn't make any sense to me. So if he sticks around for one more turn, I think we've got him. Okay, let's move you out. Get an actual Zephyr Archer in on that stack. He may back off. because presumably he knows I have an army here coming, which doesn't make any sense, but he probably just knows. So he might back off. Also, Tyrant Knight on the way, so that's good. You little pest. Okay. I'll finish researching Druid in a couple turns, and hopefully I'll be able to get the big spell I want, but for now, getting at least something up and running is better than nothing. Yeah, he's backing off and goofing around, just happy to pillage my stuff, take the money and run. Okay, fine. Be that way. I will be back in much greater numbers before you know it, and you will regret everything. Because I only have one turn left before this little pain in the butt is finally gone. Alright, so fully fortified city now with all these extra units in it. Probably want to make sure I have 2 really good stacks, and then the rest will be kind of like mediocre stuff. I'm gonna move these guys out because I only really need 3 mega power stacks in here, and one of them is going to not include that dog, and it's going to probably not include. It is going to include the Zephyr Archer and the Awakener. So the next time he rolls up, I'm going to be ready for him. I also think just get the elite tier units together, probably. So, like, there's the archers, get maybe him and another archer. Kind of want to leave the army at least a little balanced, so we don't need all archers in there. And then maybe that guy, because he's a healer. He'd be handy. The rest of them can exit. And then I'm going to put this stack right here. And now I have 3 pretty dang good stacks all together. So if he runs up again and tries a stunt like that, I think I can make him pay for it. And then the rest of these units are the just kind of scrappy extras. They can go kind of just together and really anywhere south. They aren't really needed up here. So they could maybe just keep little scraps out of my territory if anyone tries to come in, but they don't really need to do anything other than that right now. And then Root of Order will be done next turn along with one more Zephyr Archer. Unit upkeep is starting to really hurt. So the sooner I can get that Merchant's Guild done, the better. And I do still have a mint and a market queued up over here. So this city will eventually be generating a decent amount of gold as well. So I just need to hang in there for a little while. Gold will recover once again. It has before. Also, I can throw the Tyrant Knight in with that group up there for an extra amount of added firepower. So he can maybe join soon. Why is he on a wolf? I don't have wolf mounts on these guys. Tyrant Knight. He should be on a pony, actually, because I had my mounts mount ponies. I don't know why he's on a wolf, but that is definitely Lucky Orcs. So, okay, well, whatever works, works. That's fine with me. I think it would be funnier if he was on a pony, though. Okay, that's it. This city falls on the next turn, and then hopefully things start rolling in my favor. I don't think there's anything else that I'm forgetting, so we're going to just move on to the next turn. He's got a lot of stuff sitting up right there. You can see the little sensor dots. That's a leftover little feature from Planetfall. You're going to sit there and pillage my mine, huh, you little jerk. You just wait until I take your city, and then you can pillage the crap in your own city's borders. Whoa! Hello, everyone. Good gosh. This is a full-on invasion. Parade of an Empress. I'm glad I moved those other units up there. The city's guards and soldiers should be saluted. Okay. It's more draft. I actually don't need draft at the moment. Food growth might be better. I wouldn't mind food growth in that city. Or I could get production. I don't actually need production. I think I'll take the food for that one. Okay, so he is getting maybe desperate? I'm not really sure what's going on here, but that is a huge attack force. Although, now that I look at it though, it's not set up very well. Now again, he could have some hidden units in here, but he's kind of got a haphazard setup. And I think I may be able to punish him for that because I've got that active spell buff in my city, which is going to help me out. Boy, this is gonna be interesting. So, I am going to drop one of these guys from my army. I probably want the healer in the group. I think the shield guy is gonna go. Gonna have a very offensive focus here, or maybe actually one of the lower tier archers. I would think I would rather have the shield guy in to help protect people. So I'm gonna move out with first this guy's army, I think. Actually her army. Take point on this. Well, no matter what I do, I'm probably going to be fighting tough stacks. Okay, that's why that one was hidden. So let's move her up here. Or actually, I guess here is fine. And it looks like I've got enough space for everyone to get back if they need to, which is kind of what I was primarily worried about. You can take your bird. And this is a risky battle, but if I can pull this off... Hang on. Before I do that, I did get the Root of Order. Okay, good. I got the Root of Order done. So I can use that in this upcoming battle. That comes at more or less a perfect time. Also, the city's borders expanded. I'm going to deal with that now, because otherwise I will probably forget. I think I wanted next to get more quarries over here. Also, that would be more growth. More research posts is always good too. I'm going to take another quarry out here so that I can get a rune carver's camp. Because the Circle of Zealotry counts as a quarry. Yeah, I want that. That'll be a little extra gold too from the Special Province Improvement upgrade. So let me go ahead and get that set up. Okay, rune carver's camp there. Agatha's house still churning out that Merchant's Guild. That's fine. And Druid of the Cycle is done. Let's select a new research. Anthem of Victory. There we go. That's what I wanted. Okay. The other one is good too. The Supreme Magic. I probably should have locked that actually. Now that I think of it, but that's okay. This is going to be a legendary battle. But it is one that I'm pretty sure I will win. It says he's slightly more powerful than me, but I've got a combat enchantment on my side. I wonder if I could do something really cheeky here. What if I was to build a spelljammer in my city and then hurry production of it? Could I scrounge together the money to do that? Oh, this city can't build the spelljammer yet. I think you need a conduit to make that. Or some other improvement, but... Alright, well, that won't work, unfortunately. That would have been a fun little trick, but it won't work. Let's see what auto combat says, just out of curiosity. It's probably going to be pretty ugly. But I think I'll win. If nothing else, just... Yeah, I win pretty handily in auto. Lose more units than I want to lose, so we're gonna do it. We're gonna do this manually. This is a giant battle that is totally worth manual combat. especially if I want to use those archers to their maximum potential, which I absolutely do. This is the perfect battle to put them to good use. Get ready for a lot of critical hits if everything goes according to plan. And I already know what I'm going to be researching next. And it's not going to be another tier 4 tome. Okay, let's get everyone to the center. I want a nice bunched up group here. He doesn't have Awakeners. Oh wait, yeah he does. They're back there. Okay. And we gotta wait until the right moment to launch all this stuff. I want to try to make sure those archers are getting their buffs. Magma Elemental, okay, cool. Get you over here, you here, and run the archers around. This is gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to this fight. I want, let's see, you to move here, and then turn around and give a buff to this archer after he moves back a little bit. And then make sure that goes to the 2 that I want it to go to, then you can move back up. And I want to get as many of my my Awakeners in the middle of the battlefield as I can. So that, and kind of towards the front enough to where when those units group up, I can punish them for it. That's about as well gathered or organized as I can get right now. Yeah, go ahead and give yourself Awakened. A lot of good it's going to do you when critical hits start raining down from the sky and you can't do anything about it. So many Awakens. Oh my gosh. Okay, here they come. In the swarm. I need to position here. I need a good, solid line to deal with this much crap. And I can't really... I need them to get a little closer. So we need archers set up in a very specific way. And they all need to be within 2 hexes of each other for this to work. So I'm going to make kind of this diagonal, zigzaggy looking line. It's actually, you know what, this is fine up here. We're going to move you forward just a little bit. And I actually kind of want to lean this Iron Golem to the right a little bit to help protect these units that are over here on the edge. I want one of these people behind the archers. I want one of these people on the edge. Iron Golem I want right here. We're out of range of that guy, so that's good. We could actually afford to move up a little bit, but I think my formation is already sort of locked because of where I put some of my units. So that's fine. Iron Golem here. I actually don't even necessarily need all these archers in the front like this. I mean, I guess what I mean to say is I don't need all the archers immediately towards, like, right behind the line. I could bunch them up a little bit more in the back and it wouldn't matter if this all works. Like that guy right there. He could go back a little further while I pile in more melee stuff up front. And she should probably actually be pretty close to the front line. Because she can shoot over other stuff. The Magma Elemental, he is the definition of just bullet sponge as of right now. And I want you up here. And more melee. And more archers. Which actually can't make it as far in this direction as I would like them to. But maybe they can. Okay, let's do this for now. I think that's a decent enough front line. I can make it better, but for now it's good. And I'm gonna drop a group awaken in here somewhere. Like right down there. Just to make sure all the units that need awakened have it. And maybe even a few of them can start firing awesome shots. Maybe land a few lucky hits. Like that. And that. And that was okay. You can even start shooting at the hero over there. I don't expect a whole lot from it right now, but there's a couple crits. So free damage is free damage. I'll take it if I can get it. And then I can do a little bit longer range attacks, but I'm gonna wait until they get closer. I'm going to absolutely smoke them if they gather up together and approach me on this turn. Sundered Defense, don't really care that much. Yes, they did a little damage to my guys, but I can heal it up and deal with it. Oh, he's taunted one of my units. That's not good. Okay, they are kind of keeping a weird distance. Alright. They're kind of keeping a strange distance here, and I think maybe they know what I'm trying to do, kind of. But let me go ahead and get a couple things set up. Because I need... For one thing, I need you to summon your animal friend. Get that on the field as soon as possible. It is a nightmare. I like it when it's a unicorn, because I can phase it right away and then hit something with it. Alright. This is where things get interesting. We need Inspiring Chant, and I want to try to group as many archers into this as I can. Which is going to be like that, I think. And watch this. Plus 10 morale, 2 times fortune on everybody. That boosts all the archers' crits to 70% before morale additions are added. And they already have plus 10 morale, so those are going to come sooner rather than later. So we're already pushing 80% crit. And it only gets better from here, because we can just stack it again. Alright, I want to heal one of the archers that took more damage up here, if I can manage to get to him. Pretty much everything next to me should die on this turn. I'm just going to drop a random awakening in there somewhere. And as a matter of fact, I might want to heal the copper golem that's over there. If I can reach him. You know what, I'll heal this archer because I just awakened the other one. Although I guess they're technically both awakened already, so we'll heal the copper golem. Alright. Now we've got 70% crit chance, and it's only going to go up from here. So the first thing we want to do is soften up some targets and continue to spam awaken anywhere I can. It doesn't matter, just target an archer. It'll all even out eventually. I want to probably zap that guy with lightning. But first, let's hit this group up here. I want to hit them with the Sundered Defense and Resistance. And then just rely on crits to do the rest of the work for me. So, there's a nice crit. Why don't you target the one in the back? There we go. Now, if I down a hero, I imagine that'll be pretty good for unit morale. So let's try to do that. I don't think I need a full archer to do that, though. Seems like a little bit of a waste. So what I could do instead is maybe have this guy go do something about that. Because he could move, phase, and punch the guy in the back. And I think that would be enough to drop him. I kind of would rather have the archers shooting at other things. Yeah, let's do that. Move him out here. How far of range does his phase have? 5? So he could go 1, 2... Yeah, this would work. I think. Yep, he could go right there. He's going to just kind of blow up there and leave some fire on the battlefield, but that doesn't hurt me at all. Oh, but he can't attack after that. Okay, I thought he could still attack after that. Well, never mind. Silly me. I didn't know that. I think the only thing I can hit that guy with is archers. And from pretty much anywhere. Yeah, we'll take it. Because now my morale is high, which means I'm even more likely to hit. 90% chance now to crit. And who's the lucky person in my range? Well, it's you. And it does not matter what the... Oh, now I can hit him. Oh, because he's a range attacker, not a physical. Oops. That would be my bad. Well, you know what? He'll break him anyway. This guy should be able to actually finish him off. Actually, no, he can't. He could, though. I'm gonna need to do something about those awakeners, but in time. All in good time. Let's deal with this guy. You've got a critical hit chance of 20. It's the archers that it's all stacked on, so let's make use of that. As much as I would like to plink at the guys out there, they don't represent a huge threat right now. Well, that guy kind of does. Let's kill him. Okay, you need to get off me. Oh, it's so good. So many crits. And morale is now high on all units. Do I have any more archers mixed in here that have not yet shot their weapons? I'm gonna move the Awakener around. Dawn Defender, Copper Golem, Copper Golem. Okay. So, what I need to do is break this thing before it damages anything else. And what I think the best way to do that is to move this guy here. And no, he's defending a lot of units where he's at. I kind of like his position. I'm gonna move this guy here. He can deal with it because he's got more health. And then this guy can defend and sort of protect everyone. I can't guarantee that Copper Golem won't die. He's got kind of like a 50-50 shot here. But if I can manage it... Actually, no, he can run away. Yeah, let's just do that. Why fight bravely when you can just run away? Bye. They have a pretty good chance to hit him, though. And his guard is down, so that's still kind of a problem. Alright, we'll just leave these guys where they're at. And let the enemy continue to approach me. I think everyone is set up correctly. More defense sundering shenanigans. Now, don't you kill that archer. We don't need any of that crap. Ah, they got one of them. Darn. Well, I guess I'll just have to build another one. But you know what? How many turns left do you have of fortune? 2? Because we can make this even better. Inspiring chant, which again is costing... How much is this costing me to do? Just 12 mana every time? Yeah. If I just move one archer a little bit, I can get... Yeah, okay, hang on. I'm gonna get more archers in on this. Because we're about to break the game. Okay. So, with this, I can enchant all my archers again with more strengthened, more fortune, and I have a very interesting thing to show everyone, because now, you see, let's say, that unit way out there that I have a 10% chance to hit, I now have a 110% chance to do a critical hit. So if I fire this shot, it will hit. It is not 10%. It's amazing. I can hit anything that's in these archers' range, and when their range, this isn't even their max range. If they get to legendary rank, they get another range on top of this. Because they're awakened, so they're getting a bunch already. And Seeker Missiles is also adding to it. It's just absolutely insane. Alright, well, we need to deal with the battle mages out there, I think. They're causing a lot of trouble, so let's just guaranteed crit all of them.
Uh-huh.
Let's see, somebody's not awakened in here. Because you should be able to reach that one in the back, I think. This guy can. Oh wait, he can't reach the one in the back. I was thinking of the one in the very, very back. Well, regardless, we can soften these guys up. Because we are now guaranteed to hit, because if it's a 110% chance to hit something, then it's not a chance. Now these guys came close enough that I can deal with them with non-archer options. You know what? Let's just set these guys all on fire. That sounds like fun. Could get a pretty good chance. Oh, there's somebody who could awaken more archers. If that's even valid to do at this point. Okay, now don't embarrass yourself after the archers all did so good. I could knock 2 out with this guy's spell. That's probably worth doing. Oh, that was a crit too. Goodbye, everyone. I can move here and do the lightning orb and zap him and hurt the other one a little bit because of the chain lightning. She can hurt that guy a bunch. And I do have another Zephyr Archer over here. Wonderful. You're guaranteed to die, so let's just do that. And I've got another one back here. You're the only person who can hit, so lucky you. And most of them are now routing. Which means, aside from the iron golems, which would still be a little bit of a problem, we can run them down. I actually really kind of wish that they had stayed around for just one more turn. I should have intentionally avoided them routing, because I could have killed more. In any case, it's time to close the distance and try to capitalize on this to whatever extent that I can. But I just need to be a little careful about those iron golems there. They could still hurt me. Yeah, I don't think I can actually track these guys down. I forgot to bring my Tyrant Knight on this battle. But actually, now that I think of it, he was a little bit further away. These guys will probably come running in and attack this golem. If they do, that's fine. I don't think I can chase down most of this group over here, so I'm just going to end the turn and let them run. About half of them will die. That one got some distance on it, but it's not going to be enough. Okay, well then I guess we just fry these guys' circuits. Actually, let's literally do that with electricity. So many crits. Okay. You know what? Why not just launch a long-range shot at that guy? Yeah, heroes running. I hope I get a bunch of them. See ya. Nope. There's still a few more I can kill. Like you. And you. Think you can run away. Okay, I think that's all I can get. I can full-on rush the rest of them, but I think they are out of range at this point. Oh, wait a second. No. Not necessarily. Don't forget, we've got that Cyclone spell, and I intend to use it to kill that hero. Okay, this could still work. Alright, buddy, so where do you think you're going? Because I think you're going right here. I'll just end the turn there. This must be a terrifying feeling to watch all your friends running off into the forest while you just get pulled back by an invisible wind force. Yeah, I think it's curtains for this guy. If I can manage to surround him. He won't really have anywhere to run except back towards my stuff in some way. You know what, let's just hit him with that. And then this should finish him off. Okay, one less hero gets away. I'm good with that. The rest of you, flee into the forest. Go give my regards to your master. Okay, so we lost one Zephyr Archer, but I would say the trade-off was fairly well worth it. We just need to keep getting ranks on these guys, and they will eventually become unstoppable. And now I intend to tear apart the rest of this army piece by piece, so that's going to have to come in the next episode. I think I need to wrap this one up. We're probably pretty close to that point. So yeah, in the next one, we'll come back and get another nice big battle in here, and just really mess this guy up. I actually could pull that Tyrant Knight in now too, so I will plan to do that. But regardless, I hope you guys enjoyed that lovely, massive battle. There will be probably another one coming up on the next turn, and I can continue to abuse the heck out of those archers. Now that I have that setup kind of done, you can make it better, but it's just pretty good where it's at right now. So thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate it. Hope you are enjoying the videos so far. It's 10:30 at night, but I'm going to try to record one more today. We're going to power through this, and then I get to go to work in the morning. Yay! Oh, it's fine. It's a fun game, and I've had a good Sunday regardless. So thanks so much for watching, everybody. I will see you next time. Special thanks to all my Patreon supporters, including Tier 3 supporters Blitz, Brayden, Dawson Horner, Jimbro, Roderick, Sarah Feingold, and Tibby and Army. Thanks so much, everybody.